hear me now. The more I surrendered, the better my life became. And what do I mean by that? When you surrender, that means that you allow. You don't chase. You attract. You don't overdo it. You allow. And once I started allowing, life became better. Why? I used to chase things so much. And some of you out there also just chasing every day. Every day chasing, every day chasing. And the thing is, chasing doesn't necessarily bring happiness. It may make us feel like we're doing something. Yes, we may be out there hustling, we may be going to get it. But at the same time, if we don't surrender, if we don't relax, if we don't sometimes take breaks, knowing with faith that the thing that we ask for is coming, then what for our lives? You tell me. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. I read a book called The Art of Surrendering. And I can't remember the author. But the guy spoke of surrendering. And the more he surrendered in his life, the more things came into his life. Now think about it. The more things we chase in life, the more things run away from us. That's quite simple. The more things we surrender to, the more things that come to us. Right? Now if you think about a lion and their prey, they chase their prey. And what does their prey do? Your prey continuously runs away. Now sometimes they catch their prey, but yet they have to go again and chase again and chase again and chase again and chase again. Then you see other animals in the animal kingdom. And what do? They surrender. They hunt by waiting. They hunt knowing that the thing they want is coming right to them. Some animals stay there with their mouth open. Some camouflage and disguise themselves and wait for their prey to pass. So they don't chase, they surrender. And that is the example I want you to follow. I want you to follow the example of not chasing. Have you ever seen a dog chasing his tail in a circle? Where does that get him? Have you ever chased your tail in a circle? Where has that gotten you? Have you ever kept wanting something so much and chasing it and chasing it and chasing it every day until you get it, and then you realize that it's not really that great? And the reason that happens is because we chase it and we don't attract it. Now, I'm currently in a point in my life now where I'm really slowed down. I'm really surrendering, not only to life, but to God's will. Not only to life, but to His will. And the thing about surrendering to His will, once you surrender with faith, and once you have faith as small as a mustard seed, and you know how small a mustard seed is? I think it's 10 times smaller than an apple seed. Don't quote me on that. You know a seed of an apple? Well, a mustard seed, I believe, is 10 times smaller than that. And that's how much faith you have to have. And I know you have that much faith. If I know for a fact everybody can muster that much faith. And if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, then anything you ask for will be given to you. It doesn't say anything you ask for, you then have to chase it. So that shows me that the more you surrender, the more you allow, the more you quiet yourself, the more you're still, the more you get. The universe has to give it to you. This is how life works. And it took me so long to realize that. And it probably taken you a long time to realize that too, right? But guess what? We can press that reset button at any time in our lives. We can update our minds at any time in our lives. This is a mind update. I just made a video about updating your mind. Be sure to check it out. This is a mind update. So we've just updated our mind. Stop chasing, start surrendering. Stop chasing, start surrendering. Stop running and sit down. Stop running and lay down. Once you lay down, the very same thing that you asked for will be given unto you. It's that easy, guys. When you chase, you exert yourself. You lose energy. How many of you get up and, are chasing the dream, but you feel that the dream's running away from you? Or you get lacklustered and tired? And the reason that is because we're chasing instead of allowing. Now, what if you've done the right things, you was now in alignment with your dreams, and you now surrendered to the universe, you surrendered to God, you surrendered to the Spirit, and that same thing comes to you. You'll have more energy, you'll be less tired, you'll be more productive, and you'll have more conviction. That's a serious, I like that one. You'll have more conviction in your life. Some of us want things, are chasing dreams, but we don't have the conviction. Now, if we had the conviction, we may just surrender. Or maybe it's the first time you're hearing this and you get to see it from a different viewpoint. But the more I surrendered in my life, the more things happened for me. I used to be out hustling every day, literally. And, I still hustle. The word hustle is not going to go nowhere. We all hustle. We got to do what we have to do. But at the same time, we don't have to chase. So many people chase their dreams every day and are not happy. So many people chase their dreams every day and they're not happy. How many of you know somebody that has money, has riches, and is sad? How sad is that? They spent so much time chasing a dream to attain the money they thought they wanted. They are rich, but they're not happy. And how many of you are happy, like myself, that has, how do I say this? That doesn't have the complete riches they want, but they're so rich in other areas of life? What would you rather have, a lot of money and be unhappy, or be happy within your life, within your family, have wealth in other things, and not be miserable? I know what I would pick. I'm the wealthiest I've ever been now. And that's through family. That's through God. That's through the life I'm living. That's through purpose. I'm happier than I've ever been. Now, financially, things could be better. I'm not going to lie to you. Financially, things could be much better. But if that much better comes at the consequence of my happiness, then I don't want it. I want this happiness with my family right now in this moment. I want to surrender in this moment and live in this moment and appreciate this moment. Why? Because tomorrow's not promised. Some people chase their dream their whole life and they may never get there. We got one life to live. We don't have an infinite amount of time. We have a finite amount of time. We don't have an infinite amount of time. We have a finite amount of time, which means we have to live our lives. And if we live our lives chasing, we'll never secure. If we live our lives chasing, we'll never secure. If we live our lives surrendering, if we live our lives in the moment, if we accept the present as a gift, we see the beauty in life. We see the beauty in life and we allow. We open our hearts, love comes in, abundance starts to flow. Simple as that, guys. These are universal laws. These are universal laws. And if this has happened to you and if this resonates with you, then drop a comment. Because guess what? Your comment may help somebody else that's going through it now. Your comment may give somebody else support. Your comment is surrendering and offering love. That's abundance. Surrendering, guys, is so key. And everybody that I know that surrendered is doing well. And everybody that I know is surrendered is happy. And everybody that I know that surrenders doesn't judge wealth from a monetary standpoint. Hear me now. Just because you have money doesn't make you rich. Society teaches us that richness is having money. Richness is having wealth in relationships, wealth in family, wealth in love, wealth in purpose, and wealth in life. Just general day-to-day life. I am happy. Why? Because I have peace. Peace comes from surrendering. Peace comes from love. Abundance comes from love. Chasing comes from scarcity. Again, scarcity, abundance. These are the two shifts. What do you want in your life? What do you want more of in your life? Surely there will be some scarcity in your life that is maybe not your fault. But the more we vibrate on a certain frequency, the more of that thing we get. The more we heighten our vibrations, and surrender. We operate on a frequency of love. The more love we get, the more things we receive. This is beautiful, guys. Honestly, you're beautiful. I always say that. I'm beautiful. The world is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Today is beautiful. Today is a blessing, and we give thanks. I am grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the earnings I have and my financial situation. I'm grateful for all of that. But guess what? If I was chasing that life, I may not be able to be grateful for it. So that's food for thought, guys. That's food for thought. Surrender. 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 The more you surrender, the better for your life. The more you chase, the more lack and scarcity you invite into your life. Now, if you like this video, like and subscribe, guys, so we can keep making more videos. We can build a tribe of like-minded individuals, and the sky's the limit. Why? Because we think abundantly. Why? Because we're about our purpose. Why? Because we don't chase, we attract. We don't lack. We have everything we need. Hear me now, because who don't hear must feel, and who does hear will heal. Positive is a new gangster.